All right, here we go. Chapter 2, Section 2A. We're going to break this one down a little bit, adding and subtracting fractions. We're going to start with adding and subtracting like fractions, okay? Our essential question here is, how do you add and subtract fractions with like denominators? Okay, what do we mean? Remember, numerators and denominators. Numerators are the top number, and the denominator is the bottom number. And when you have like denominators, you have fractions that have the same denominator. Like these are both 5, these are both 9. These would be like fractions because they have the same denominator. Okay, pretty straightforward with that. So how do we add and subtract them? Okay, to add and subtract like fractions, add or subtract the numerators, that's the top number, and keep the denominator, the bottom number, the same. Okay. For instance, in general terms, a over b plus c over b would equal a plus c. That's the addition of the two top numbers over the b. Okay, and when you add the top numbers, remember, we're going to go back to what we did with integers. Okay, signs are the same, add them, and keep the sign. Signs are different. Think subtraction, and then take the sign of the larger. And if we see any subtraction, we're going to convert it back to addition. Okay, by changing subtraction to addition and taking the opposite. All right, so let's take a look at some examples here. 2/5 plus 1/5, the problem we had up above. Denominators are the same, so we have a like denominators. So just add the top. 2 plus 1 gives you 3/5. Got ninths here, so we keep the 9. 7 minus 2, 5 ninths. Okay, 2 sevenths minus 6 sevenths, that's 2 minus 6. Again, think subtraction. 6 minus 2 is 4. Take the sign of the larger number, because this would be the same as 2 plus a negative 6. Okay, take the sign of the larger number, negative 4/7. So same rules as add and subtract. All right. Let's take a look at a real world problem here. See if I can bump this up a little bit. Okay. Whoa. All right, sorry about that. I don't know why that did that. Real world problem here. If 2/5 a quart of pineapple juice was added to a bowl containing 3/5 a quart of orange juice, how many total quarts of pineapple juice and orange juice are in the bowl? Okay, so what we're looking at is we took 2/5 of a quart and we added 3/5 of a quart. We have a like denominator, so we keep it the same. 2 plus 3 is 5, and 5/5 is just 1. So we have 1 quart total with a combination of pineapple and orange juice. Okay, let's take a look at some examples here. All right. Negative 3/7 plus 1/7. We have a common denominator there at 7. So I'm just going to take the negative 3 plus the 1. This step you might kind of do in your head, but I'm going to show it all. Okay, so you know. We can keep track here. Negative 3 plus 1, we're adding two numbers with different signs. So I'm going to think subtraction. So I'm going to get 2/7. My larger number was negative, so it's negative 2/7. That's my answer. Okay. Second one, negative 11/12 minus a negative 5/12. Remember with subtraction, we said we're going to change it to addition. And then we're going to take the opposite of the number that follows it. So now we have a common denominator of 12. I have negative 11 plus 5. Okay. Again, just like up above, I'm adding two numbers that are different. So I'm going to think subtraction. I'm going to get 6/12. The bigger number is negative, so it's negative 6/12. And then I'm going to simplify that to negative 1/2. Okay, simplify everywhere that you can. Last problem. Again, we have another subtraction, so I'm going to change that to addition and take the opposite sign. Common denominator of 4. I get negative 3 plus a negative 1. I'm adding two numbers with the same sign, so I add them and keep the sign. Negative 4 over 4 is negative 1. Okay? Hopefully this has been helpful for you. It's a start into adding and subtracting fractions with like denominators. Okay? When you come into class tomorrow, we'll get after this. And we'll get busy doing this. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, I got to figure out where my stop button went.